Hey, welcome back. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me. I went live a little bit later today, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I'll let the room fill up. But yes, say hey. Let me know if you can see me and hear me. Move my chair here. Also, if you like my kimono today, I'm loving kimonos lately. I don't know why. But this is from my sister's online boutique, so you can get it for yourself. It's one of the new arrivals. It's a very colorful and I don't know, just feels good to wear kimonos. So, ladies, if you want one, you can check it out on her online boutique, which is linked in my description box below. But yeah, she brought this to me yesterday, and I was like, oh, great, yes, I love that. I like anything with flowers and stuff. And black. I love the color black. So, anyways, yeah, I did not go live early this morning like I usually do because I woke up to an earthquake this morning, as did everybody else in the area that I'm in, which was a little terrifying considering I felt an earthquake before, a very minor one, years and years and years ago, and it only lasted a second, and it was just like a trembling. But today's earthquake, I thought it was thunder. Okay, so I don't live in an area where earthquakes are normal. So let's put that out there. I'm not on the West Coast. As far as I knew, I wasn't in an area that's prone to that. But so I have a pretty big house, and I was on the top floor of my home, and I heard what sounded like thunder. Okay. And I'm looking out the window, and I don't see any clouds, I don't see any rain. And then my bed started swaying like this, and I was in my bed. And I was like, it wasn't clicking in because I've never had been through it before. It was not clicking into my brain what was occurring. I'm thinking, so then the windows start to shake, and I realize the thunder it must be the plates shifting underneath the ground, and the ground was moving, and my house started to sway like this. So, yeah, that was scary. Um, and then once I realized what was happening, I'm like, oh my God, this is an earthquake. Like, it dawned on me. I jumped out of bed, and by the time I could get downstairs, it was over. So, my response time it needs a little work, okay? Because the entire time I was like, what is this? What is going on? What is this? What's going on? And then I was like, oh my gosh, I should probably get in a doorway or something. Anyways, crazy way to wake up, and the day after 8-8, we all know astrologically the significance of 8-8, right? Why not wake up to an earthquake? Like, okay, whatever. Bring it on, 2020. I don't know what to say at this point. I feel for people who live in areas that have earthquakes all of the time, because that's got to be scary. Because once it subsided this morning, then I was like, okay, now I'm worried about the aftershock, and it's just like the sense of like not knowing what to do with your body. Like, do I run outside? What do I do? There's nothing to do. Oh my gosh. Are you used to them in California? I don't think I could get used to that. I don't think I would like that very much. See, I grew up in the Midwest though, where tornadoes are very rampant, and we grew up in what they call Tornado Valley. So tornadoes weren't that unusual from where I was living then, and I guess other people might be terrified of them, but earthquakes, no. I don't like that. You can run from a tornado. How are you going to run from the ground moving? You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could drive away from a tornado, hopefully. But what you're going to do when the ground is moving underneath you, you know? It's just, I did roll with it. Anyways, that's why I didn't go live early this morning, because it just kind of threw me off, and It's just with everything else going on in the world right now, it just the timing is just, I don't know. I had to think about it. And I took a walk this morning and meditated and I went in my hot tub for a while. But I had to like, who saw my energy? Because I don't want to come and read tarot for you guys and I'm all anxious about my house swaying from an earthquake this morning. But I feel better now. I'm fine. Nothing I can do about it. Whatever. Everybody's fine here. There wasn't any property damage. So anyways, if I could get these cards to shuffle, we're going to go Aries through Pisces. I'm not going to go as in depth as I have been doing because my 3-hour lives, YouTube is really not happy with my 3-hour lives. Because my lives go so long, it doesn't publish the chat until almost like a week later, which is really annoying to me because I like to read your live chats. But also it doesn't sync the video up until the chat is published. So for the first week after this is done, if you try to watch it from your YouTube app, it'll look like my mouth isn't matching the words, and it's because there's a delay because the video is so long from YouTube uploading the chat portion of it. So I'm going to try and keep these a lot shorter because it does, you know, mess with my viewer rating as well. So, yeah. Okay, I wanted to use these cards, but honestly, I cannot get them to shuffle, so I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to use these. I think I'm going to use these and these. All right. So I have Light Seers Tarot, and I can never remember the name of this one, but it's a traditional tarot deck. And then the Angel cards and Law of Attraction. So I'm going to hope for the highest messages for everyone, for their highest good. I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Thank you for all the love and support as the page continues to grow. If you want to see me more and hear from me more, you can also catch me on Facebook and Instagram, linked below. Let's get it popping. Aries. 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 Okay. What can Aries expect for this upcoming week? For my Aries people, you'll have the Four of Cups. So Aries, this is about indifference, you know, feeling indifferent or kind of detaching yourself emotionally maybe from a situation or a person. There's this energy here of needing space, I feel, emotional space in particular this upcoming week is what I'm getting from the Four of Cups here. So let's see where this is headed. Someone could also be behaving that way towards you, FYI. It can always be you or someone you're dealing with, but let's see. Whoa. It says, the law of attraction assembles all cooperative relationships. Okay. It says the vortex is literally drawing in all things necessary for the completion of every request it contains. All cooperative components that you are seeking for are coming to you when you become indifferent to the outcome. So this is kind of saying, Aries, emotionally speaking, things will move forward for you when you can kind of detach yourself from needing a certain outcome, or detach yourself from the negative emotion long enough that you can get into a more neutral space where things will come in more naturally for you. Okay, so this could be pertaining to your love life or work, career, family, it doesn't matter. This is kind of saying get out of your own way, Aries. To kind of be a little bit aloof, if you will, if you've been giving hyper focus to a certain person or situation. This is like saying just kind of back off a little bit. Just be a little bit easy in the energy. Nothing to do. Okay, you planted your seeds of intention. It's going to come to you. Just kind of detach from it for a moment. Focus your brain elsewhere. Everything that you put into motion is in motion. So just sit back and trust that it's coming towards you, Aries, is what I'm feeling here. So let's see. So you have the High Priestess here, Aries. The King of Wands. I feel like the King of Wands is you. But let me get all the cards out. The Moon. So Aries, there is a lot of spiritual and emotional energy here, okay? This is like you looking at your higher self dead in the face this week. You know what I'm saying? Like paying more attention to your spiritual self, paying attention to the way that you feel, focusing your thoughts to match what you're feeling and vice versa, those types of actions. Because you're looking right at something and you already know the truth, I feel, and you know how you feel about this, okay? You may not be expressing that this week because there is a lot of cards here about independence and focusing on your independence. So you might just totally want to detach from an emotional situation this upcoming week. And this is saying focus, focus, focus more on building up your knowledge of your higher self, meaning spend more time thinking about why you feel the way you feel, looking more into the why, and becoming less focused so much on needing to push an issue or dwell on an emotion, kind of detach a little bit this week. Some of you may have already started doing that, just feeling this pull towards just not giving I don't want to say you don't care. I almost said a bad word. I don't want to say you don't care, but it's almost like you're kind of being pulled in that don't give a fuck direction. Excuse my language, but that's what I feel. Just that it's gonna happen however it's gonna happen. I need to really focus over here though. And what is this? It's the High Priestess. This is your intuition. This is your higher knowing. This is spirituality. This is reading between the lines. This is letting things come to you. This is also getting in tune with your emotions, and allowing yourself to get more of this creative stance, meaning like you may be exuding more confidence and independence this upcoming week than maybe you typically do. And because maybe you're not so emotionally needy during this time frame, you may seem very attractive to other people, because there's something about when someone is confident in who they are, meaning they're okay with being by themselves, they accept themselves for who they are. People cannot help but to be attracted to that energy. It's like a magnet, I don't feel like you're trying to put yourself out there. That's not what I'm saying. I think you're just keeping your focus on maybe self or your spirituality and letting the emotions just kind of run its course, but in a way that makes you very attractive. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing what you're doing is what I'm saying. So let's see the person you're dealing with. Like I said, I'm not going to go in depth with these today, guys. So I'm going to try and get this done in a reasonable amount of time. But let's do a few cards on the person you might be dealing with. Aries. Queen of Wands. Two of Wands. Oh, okay. So this might be the person that's very hyper focused on you, or you have been very hyper focused on them, emotionally speaking, because I see this wanting to look back or wanting to look further into it, but then kind of pulling yourself out of doing that, or they do that. Six of Swords. So whoever you're connecting with, Aries, they are trying to make some plans for their future, to be honest with you. They want to have fun. So their energy is all about like this exhilaration, fun, excitement, you know, looking for that. Looking for some of you, trouble. I'm just going to keep it honest with you. But you know what I'm saying? Like they're getting this very fired up energy here, Aries. What's interesting though is they also have the Six of Swords in their energy. So they are being led kind of astray by their own thinking about things during this time frame. So I feel like this person is wanting to tap into this more inspirational and creative and intimate type of energy, but at the same time they keep looking at something that got away from them, emotions that got away from them, or they keep being led back to a very emotional space that really doesn't serve them. So they might also benefit from, I guess, detaching a little bit from that emotion the same way you are, Aries, but I don't feel that they are there yet, you know? So I get like a sense of detachment on both sides, but this person's struggling with their emotions maybe a little bit more, okay, than you think or than you are. But I just feel like they are... They want to make magic. That's like, I got a word about magic. They want to make magic with you. I don't know what that's about, but it's like, okay, now I have a song playing in my head. Oh, 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 it's magic, you know. Never believe it ain't so. Excuse my terrible singing. Anyways, never believe it isn't so is the lyric that stuck out to my mind. But you know, some of you may not believe that this person is you may not believe this person, just period. Somebody may not believe you. It could be vice versa, but I get those two lyrics into mind, so take it as it resonates. Either way, this person wants like things to just magically appear, and they're not really putting the action in though to get there from there. You know what I'm saying? They're doing a lot of thinking, they're doing a lot of contemplating. They know where they want to go, but emotionally they get in their own way. So, like I said, this person could benefit from the same encouragement that was given to you, Aries, which is to kind of just stop focusing on it for a moment. Just stop, just change the thought just for a day, so that you can get a clearer objective point of view here before you take action. Okay, I don't think this person's ready to take action right now. They've got too much pulling at them emotionally, but they are thinking about their future is what I see. So you could be dealing with Pisces, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. I've got a lot of fire out and water. Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. Alrighty. Now we go to Taurus. 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 You have, ooh, the Knight of Swords out, but it came out in the reverse. This is the overall theme for the week. So this card talks about drama. So I'm glad to see it in the reverse. You might be avoiding drama this week, or avoiding communication, or just not wanting to entertain that. Maybe not really wanting to speak, or not really feeling like you need to put your 2 cents in, or somebody could be being like that towards you. You certainly could have gossip and drama come in at some point during this week, but it's all in how you handle it, Taurus, and it's all in how you handle yourself, okay? So communicate with clarity, communicate from a place that is objective and rational. That'll be really important, because somebody may have a little lip slip. You know what I'm saying? With the Knight of Swords here, whether that's you or the person you're dealing with. So let's see. Oh, you got 3 cards. This says, I can always enter my vibrational vortex of creation. Inspired action is always pleasurable action, and I will not ask others to become different for me. So, Taurus, this is saying just exactly what I just said, which is, you're going to be held accountable for anything you say or do this week. So hold yourself accountable, and then you don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's coming at you in all the wrong ways, or you have an urge to just, say what you need to say, just stop and just really think it over, and think about the why, and would that really make you feel better? And doesn't it feel better to be the bigger person? It always feels better to be the bigger person, doesn't it? It just does, you know? So, I feel like there might be someone here that you need to just accept that that's who they are, and that's who they are, and that's who they are, and that it's not your job to control or guide this person. It's just your job to control and guide yourself. And I feel like that's going to be important for this upcoming week here for you, Taurus. So let's see. 8 of Pentacles. Woo! Ah! 5 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Wow, a lot of Pentacles. This could be related to work for a lot of you, but it can be relationships as well. But I'm just saying there's a lot of earth energy out here, Taurus, and here you are. So you feel like you're working hard for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You might not be getting the recognition or the return on investment that you really feel you're deserving of. You may have an issue with not really wanting to own up, or there might be someone who doesn't want to own up, because that word came through pretty strongly. So it's weird. I just get this feeling, Taurus, that there is some skepticism here, all right? You may feel like you're putting a lot of time and energy into something, and you're just not getting out of it what you feel you are deserving of. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like you keep giving, 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 and it's going nowhere, okay? So you might be giving to the wrong places. You might be giving to the wrong people, Be wise with what you give your time and energy to, because not everyone can match that. But it just feels like a sense of kind of feeling alone. Like, okay, so I guess it's just me now. I guess I have to do all the work, or, it's not the best feeling. It's a bit frustrating, I feel. Like I said, particularly if this is in the workspace where you feel like you're doing everything by yourself. But it could be within your home or within relationships, So take it as it resonates. But because there is some drama or possible communication issues this week, that's why I'm saying don't let this frustration get the best of you, all right? Just think about it this way, Taurus. You are an abundant human being, deserving of all things. You don't really need to struggle. Just get out of your own way, and just know that it's coming to you, and stand in that belief, and you've planted the seeds. Just accept, that things will come around. I feel like this week you might get frustrated. You might not feel like things are exactly lining up the way that you had hoped, or you may have to pay out something, or that makes you feel like you're going backwards, or someone may be coming to you asking you for that, and it's not like you don't mind giving to other people. It's just that you also need for yourself, right? Some of you have been over giving and it's left you feeling broke, and that could be literal money or it could be love and emotion, over giving of that, and then nothing left for yourself at the end of the day. So this is saying stand in your deserving, Taurus, because you are deserving of time alone and time to grow yourself. And yeah, yeah. So let's see the person that you are connecting to. Sorry about that, Taurus. My live just totally ended. I have no idea why. Am I back? Can you let me know? Am I back? Hello? Is anybody chatting? Okay. Oh. Sorry about that. I caught it, so you didn't miss anything. All right, so Taurus, person you might be dealing with. All right, Taurus, person you might be dealing with. King of Swords. Whoa, that was the Page of Wands. So, Taurus. Ugh. Sorry. So, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Justice, and the... Yeah, Page of Pentacles, like I said. So, I feel like this person over here, Taurus, they are... this could definitely be the person that's bringing you the drama, especially if you're dealing with an air sign. But it can be any zodiac sign because I have earth and fire out as well. But I just feel like this person's in deep thought, It's like they kind of want to be... They're playing around. They're toying around in their mind about where they want to put their time and energy, so to speak. Because this person is looking for more balance in their life. They may have trouble also with money, or they may have trouble with being very impulsive. Like in a way, it's really cute because this person can be very like childlike, like in a creative and a playful and exciting way. But in another way, they could be childlike in the respect that they don't always think their actions all the way through, or they may mishandle money, or they may have some issues like that going on just this week, But I just get the sense that this person, although an adult, has childlike tendencies. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. We all have our inner child, yeah. But it just depends what kind of mood this person's in and how, if they're going to tap into that or not. Because I feel like they could be very serious or very playful or very childlike, depending. I feel like this person is getting a good balance, though, this upcoming week. I think they are taking things seriously, but also wanting to keep things light. They're not ready to put it all in, but they don't mind dipping their waters into new possibilities this week. But for them, I think it's mostly about like keeping the balance and keeping the peace is what I feel over here. And some of you are really closed off towards this person, or you may close off from this person this week, because you don't want their drama. Some of you feel like this person is the person that has all the drama associated with them. Or it could be a separate person outside of this connection that's drama, but it could interfere. So lots of different ways I could see that, or they could view you that way. But this is like, pay attention to yourself this week. I actually think that you're kind of closed off, period, no matter who you're connecting with. It's just like, I got to stay grounded and I got to stay focused. And I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea for this week. So like I said, you could definitely be dealing with air, Libra in particular, but it can be Aquarius, Gemini. Also here is Aries and Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Sag. So That does Taurus. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to show the painting that Carmen bought me. I was going to show it at the beginning of the live. Well, Carmen's one of my moderators. People keep asking me if I have a PO box so they can send me stuff. I don't, but I am gonna get a PO box so that you guys can send me stuff because there's people that want to send me like drawings and paintings and stuff, and I'm totally open to it. But I just need to set it up. But she did send me a painting earlier this week, and it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna show it at the end of the live. Don't let me forget. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, the Empress is here. So this is all about abundance. It's about seeing things come to fruition after waiting. It is about nurturing yourself. It's about tapping into your more feminine nature, whether you're male or female. This is Taurus energy for me as a reader. Some of you could have that in your chart, be on the cusp, or be dealing with one. But this is more about, watching things come to fruition and creation, being patient with yourself, with others, that type of energy, Gemini. So let's see why this is here. Okay, Gemini, really? Finally, okay. There are many right ways for us to behave. Oh, okay, I've never gotten this one before. It says, it's possible to live upon this planet with large numbers of other beings who believe and behave in a variety of ways in peace. When you're able to focus in such a way as to allow your alignment with Source, even though others are choosing to behave differently than you, then you are choosing then you will truly be free from the bondage of attempting the impossible task of getting everyone to agree. That's a very long-winded way of saying that you have the right to live your life however you want to live it, Gemini. You have the right to have your beliefs any way that you would like to believe them. That is your right as a human being. And you don't need other people to believe in what you believe in for it to be true for you. Okay, so if someone has issue with the way that you're behaving or the way that you're thinking or the way that your beliefs are set up, that issue has nothing to do with you, and it has everything to do with the other person thinking and needing for you to change something about yourself so that you're more in agreement with their version of reality, of their belief systems. So don't get caught in that trap, Gemini, because I think it's really easy to do that, right? Especially in family structures. If you grew up, say, in a very religious family structure and they had very set beliefs, well, they would cast you out if you should deviate from that. And it's unfair to us as human beings to set expectations for other people's lives. We just need to understand that we are all our individual beings and we should love each other as we love ourselves. We would never put those conditions on ourselves. We would never want someone to tell us what to believe. So why would we do that to someone else? So that's where I think people get it mixed up. And I'm not really entirely sure why I'm going on into that, but apparently it has something to do with what you might be dealing this week. So maybe keep that in mind, if you're coming across people that question you. And, as a tarot reader, Gemini, I can relate to this 100%. I'm a very, I'm a very serious person in the business world that has nothing to do with tarot or YouTube. But sometimes if people find out that I believe in spirituality and divinity and tarot, they don't take me seriously, or they want to pick it apart and they want to question my belief. And that's okay. But where it gets messed up is when people want to then be like, well, that's I need you to believe something else because that makes me uncomfortable. Well, my job in life is not to make you feel comfortable with my beliefs. My job in my life is to make me comfortable with my beliefs. So maybe you need to have that conversation with someone, Gemini, if that comes up this week. For others of you, it may not have anything to do with your beliefs. It's just this energy of just realizing there's many different right ways to get to the right thing. There's all different good things to come for you, and many right ways to get there. So let's see. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the Magician, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the World in the reverse, and Temperance in the reverse. So, I'm going to read these both ways. Gemini, I feel like if you've had this feeling of, having all of the tools that you need, but then not being able to make anything happen, and I feel a bit of a frustration here where it's like, wanting to give your time and energy to something or someone, wanting to see things come through for you, wanting to have that self-sufficiency, but yet at the same time, not really seeing the immediate results right now, and I'm feeling like you're getting frustrated there. But if you remember the overall energy that you are the Empress, meaning you don't really need to do anything. You see, you keep getting your own way, Gemini, because you think you need to do or say something, and you really don't. You just kind of need to sit back and relax and let it naturally come to fruition, and just find enjoyment in the current moment and let that moment lead to the next moment and the next moment and the next moment. And before you know it, you're living joyful thoughts, and then whatever this is that you wanted to manifest will come in for you. But I feel like you put in enough time and energy. Don't put in any more time and energy into whatever this is. You've done enough, okay? You don't need to hold on to this. You can let it go, all right? You don't need to worry if this is going to come to fruition or come around. Just drop that worry. It's not even the truth. There's nothing to worry about here. Just, and be more self-sufficient, be more patient. You're getting impatient here. It's like, okay, when are things going to come through for me? I've done the work. I'm here. I showed up. Where is it? That type of vibe. And that impatience may push it farther away from you. But, if you've tried a lot of different ways of making things work with a person, within a career, whatever this is, and it just has not come to fruition, or it just never seems to really pull together, that's because there's something bigger coming for you. But you got to get in this art of allowing, okay? You need to get into a space where you know that you've done everything you could do. You know that you said everything you could say. So this week, just take a chill pill and let universe manifest for you. Sometimes we get to just hang back and watch things come that we've asked for, and we don't need to push so much. We don't need to exert so much. So, let's see. Person you are dealing with. Gemini, Six of Pentacles. King of Cups. So interesting. So over here, the Six of Pentacles, feeling like you wasted time. Yeah? And this person has the Six of Pentacles over here thinking that they've invested time. You see the difference there? You think it's wasted time. They think it's an investment. And there's the Four of Pentacles, so you have repeating cards here. So Gemini, this person that you're connecting with, they're getting in tune with their emotions, okay? This person either feels that you are worth the investment, but at the same time, I got the word worthless. So some of you feel this person is worthless, meaning not worth your time and attention, and not wanting to put any effort there because you put all that effort there in the past and it didn't come out the way that you wanted it, etc. And that's fine. If that's your choice, that's your choice. But others of you, it's a sense of feeling unworthy, knowing what you need to do, but not being able to get in the emotional space that you need to be in, that emanates to the universe, that you are deserving of someone who gives you all of their time and attention, someone who's only investing in you, you know? So for some of you, there's a feeling of unworthiness here, and it could be coming from their side or your side, doesn't matter, but this person is holding on, you know, and wanting to open up emotionally, or they are opening up emotionally. They may have been being quiet, you know, quietly thinking about what they do want to invest their energy and time into, but there's a sense of not being able to fully let go right now. This person may have difficulty letting go and opening up, or they just may be very fixated on something emotionally during this time frame, just wondering, you know, how to invest in this or how to get there from here, you know, like that. I just feel like they holding out for the right opportunity for the right time. Something to do with that. So, Gemini could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, those are the predominant energies that I have out here. So, let me know, Gemini. To those of you who stay in here the whole 3 hours that I'm live, I love you guys something special. Because some of you really be hanging on in here for 3 hours because I see you all in the chat. I just think that's so cool. I just think that's so cool that you like to hang out, that you're willing to hang out with me that long. And if you have to pop in and out, that's fine. I'm not saying those of you that just pop in and out aren't always welcome. But I got some troopers that will stay on from the time I start to the time I end, and that's awesome. All right, Cancer. Cancer. Cancer, you have the Emperor here. I think this showed up in the mid-August reading I just did. So this is your energy. So this is talking about sitting in your wisdom, sitting in your knowing, being in the driver's seat, wanting to be in control of self, of life, of whatever, you know. It's a very dominating energy, whether you are male or female. It also talks about being a leader or in leadership. So some of you may have your sights set on that, or, you know, you may need to lead by example this upcoming week, Cancer. That could be it as well. Aries energy for some of you could be dealing with Aries. So this says the universal law of attraction is managing my expansion. That which is like unto itself is drawn. So basically what this is saying, Cancer, is you're gonna get what you give this upcoming week, right? So if you're coming from a place of wisdom, you're coming from a place of higher understanding, then people will be more understanding with you this week. Vice versa, if you're trying to be a control freak, Cancer, or you're trying to like overpower or push yourself, insert yourself into a situation, then you're gonna get pushed back, is what I'm hearing. So just be very cognizant of that, all right? Because whatever you're emanating this week is going to be drawn back to you. Of course, that's true all of the time, but sometimes it's heightened. Sometimes we manifest faster. It kind of depends on what the energy is, astrologically speaking, as well. But I feel like treat others how you want to be treated. Blank period. So I have the Devil, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, Capricorn energy here for some of you, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. So I feel like Cancer, be careful with the obsessive negative thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you, if you are obsessively focused on someone's negative traits, you better believe those negative traits are present within you. And I'm going to give you an example of an unhealthy relationship dynamic. And for some of you, this is the situation. For others of you, this is just an example. But say you're in a long-term relationship and that relationship gets rocky, right? Or friendship or family relationship, whatever, over time. And as it gets rocky over time, you start to focus upon the negative aspects of that person, and as opposed to seeing all of the things that you loved about them, the positive aspects, which is why they came into your vibration to begin with. Over time, we have a tendency to start seeing the more negative traits to a person and putting our attention there over time, and that is what erodes relationships, is the inability to see the positive aspects, and then the negative starts to outweigh the positive thoughts. And when the negative thought takes over, well, it's a done deal. So can that be corrected? Yes. Can any relationship come back together? Yes. No matter how long it's been apart. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. But you have to be willing to only focus on the positive aspects of that person. You cannot come into it with the same mindset, all right? So you can rectify any relationship, but the person also you're connecting with, they need to be a cooperative component as well. So the best way to get them to be a cooperative component is to focus on the things you love about that person, and only focus on those things and only show those things. And eventually the person's energy will have to change. They won't have a choice, because your energy is always going to match the vibration of the person you're next to. And if they're emanating love towards you, it's natural to want to open up into that direction. So some of you, I went through that because you're worried that maybe you can't rectify a relationship you're currently in, or something's been long gone, but you would like for closure, or for just some sort of conversation. And I feel like that is possible, but you can't go into it talking about, you should have done this, I don't like that you did this, and here's what I don't like, and here's what the problem is, and the problem, and the don't like, and the don't like. If you go into that conversation like that, you're going to get a really painful outcome. You're gonna feel really alone, and like you stabbed your own back, really, or that you sabotaged yourself, or this person may do that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people go into conversations with people they love with good intentions, but then the first words out of their mouth is, you were wrong, or here's the problem. Well, you've already set yourself up for a terrible conversation if that's how you've started it, because you're essentially starting off a closed-minded conversation right there, or you putting someone on the defense. So I feel like a lot of you, that's what you're dealing with this week, because this sounds like a rambling, but it's all coming so very clearly that is the reading. So um, if you don't want to focus on the positive aspects, say you're done within a connection. I don't see that you are, so that's why I didn't talk about it. Some of you may claim that you are in the chat, but you're not. You're still fixated on it. But let's say you are over it. Then it's just there's no need to bash this person in your mind anymore. If you're truly over it, it doesn't even matter. You shouldn't even give it a thought, not even a negative thought. Yeah? So you have to take your focus completely off of them, both negative and positive, if you are completely done, FYI. But I see there's a fixation here, so I don't think that's the case for most of you, but you might be headed in that direction, and that could have helped you. For others of you, it's just like there might be, just watch the way you speak to someone this week, or watch the way, or pay attention to the way they speak to you, something to do with that. There might there's someone here that's fixated on a loss and an ending, and they're trying to communicate, but they're coming from a place of being hurt, and so it's not being heard. I feel like it's you, Cancer. I feel like you're trying to push a conversation, or you want to be heard, but the words that you're using or the way you're going about it shuts this person off. Or vice versa. It could be them and you shut off. But let's see. Let's see. Seven of Cups. Ten of Swords. Judgment. Ten of Swords on both sides, so there definitely could be someone walking away or an ending. This person over here, they feel confused, but they're okay to do it alone. They're in this space where they want to let it go. They just want to let go. They want to release themselves from this connection for some of you, or release the judgment of each other. If you've been really judgmental towards each other, or maybe if you've been only focused on the negative aspects of each other, then they want that to be done, because that's exhausting. That's exhausting when we get into relationships like that. But this person's trying to decide, okay, what do I want in the future, and how can I let this go? So they do want to let go. They do want to let it go. And I think what they want to let go is the toxicity within the dynamic. Not necessarily like physically letting go of a relationship, but for some of you, yeah. But somebody here doesn't want to let it go. They want to obsessively communicate, or obsessively keep saying what they're feeling and saying what they're feeling, and it's working against them, whether that's you or them. So give it space. I feel, Cancer. Give it space. You're go into the Emperor energy, where you don't need anyone except yourself, because you don't. Know what you deserve here. Stand in your own power here. Okay. That confidence that I was talking about in the Aries or Taurus reading earlier, that's what you need to stand in. So could be dealing with Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio are the predominant zodiac signs. Got 800 in here. Yay, give me a thumbs up if you haven't yet, if you could. It helps my page grow. You could just Take 1 second and give me a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. All right. Leo. Leo. Whoa. Okay. You have Temperance, Ace of Wands, and the Moon. This is interesting. So, Leo, I just heard the freaks come out at night. I don't know what that means. The freaks come out at night. That's a song, right? Some of you like to go out at night. I don't know. But the overall energy here is the moon. So I do get this sense of, your thoughts may be really speaking to you. Your dreams really may be speaking to you while you sleep or when you lay in bed. The moon cycles are really important to Leo, especially when they fall during your birth month. So the full moon we just had may have felt very intense. The Lion's Gate, which was yesterday, may have also felt very intense. It's just like a lot of intense energy out right now, but I feel like it's helping to inspire you, though. Inspire you in ways that make you more self-sufficient, that make you more loving towards yourself and towards others, and that's going to bring more peace into your life. Okay, inspiration is one of the highest vibrational emotions that we can tap into, because inspiration, just think about that word, it also carries with it the idea of faith, because when you're inspired to do something, you have faith that it's possible. Yeah, so it's one of the highest vibrations to be in, especially if you're looking to manifest something, especially if you're looking to see your dreams come to a reality. So some of you may be working on that process this upcoming week, but get really inspired, Leo. That can only help you in this energy, all right? I wrote a post about this on my Facebook the other day about letting other people's successes inspire you as opposed to create jealousy or competition within you. I think it's really easy for us to get sucked into the jealous competition game, thinking that we must be better than someone else. And you're in competition with no one but yourself at the end of the day. So there really is no need to go into that low vibing energy. Instead, when you see a successful person getting something that you want, let that inspire you, because that means if it's possible for them, it's possible for you, so you just kind of have to change the way that you're focused upon it, right? Change the way you're thinking about it. Let it inspire. So the overall message here, Leo, is I have complete control over my own thoughts. Isn't that what I was just saying? Reframe your thoughts, This is a reminder that you do not have control over other people's thoughts, beliefs, emotions. You only have control over your own. And so to put all of your energy there, and who and what is for you will find you. So, and happy birthday to any of my Leos. Happy birthday to you. So we have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Death card here. So Leo, yeah, a lot of fire energy. This is you. This is you, loud and proud. You know what I'm saying? And it is Leo season. So, you know what I'm saying? This is inspiration. This is inspiration. This is feeling inspired to be yourself, to stand in your truth and put an end to anything that does not align with that truth. And the truth of who you are is that you are divine and deserving and naturally a peaceful, vibrating human being. So when you connect with that and you come into alignment with that, Leo, everything kind of lines up for you. is what I feel, right? So there are changes here with the death card. There are transition type of energy, you know, out with the old, in with the new. And like I said, the Lionsgate portal was yesterday, so we're seeing a lot of that, okay? It's no coincidence we woke up to an earthquake this morning, right? And I'm not predicting weather events. I'm just saying you can feel the shift. Literally, you can feel the shift right now. And it's for the positive, okay? It's for the positive, I feel, Leo, because this is going to put you in your truth. You might get some exciting information or some new ideas this upcoming week that inspire you to spend more time with yourself or take better care of yourself as well. But, you know, there's a sense of completion here. All right, a sense of completion. What is the completion? Three of Cups, Two of Wands. Some of you, there could be an ending to waiting for something to come together. If you've been waiting for like a relationship to come together or to reunite with someone, or you've been waiting, just waiting in general for your life to come together, that wait is over. That wait is over, Leo, because you're deciding it's over, because you are in the driver's seat of your own life. You have complete control over your thoughts and the way that you're thinking about this. So the old way, over, not waiting anymore, not waiting for someone to get on the same page with you, or not waiting for other people to do things that you want to do, not waiting and watching other people live things that you want to live. You want to live it. Go live it. Yeah? Some of you may have been waiting for a reconciliation here. That could be coming through as well. So let's see the person you're dealing with energy. They have the King of Wands, Judgment, and the Knight of Swords. So I feel like, Leo, you know, you're showing up on their side, okay? So this person may want to kind of release themselves from this connection, but maybe they don't want to talk about it. So that's a possibility. Someone may have released themselves from the connection and they ghosted, or they blocked, or they didn't give you a deserving explanation for some of you. But you know what? You're coming to some clarity about that this week, if that's the case. So if you're in this group where someone just kind of released the connection and then didn't really give much as way of communication in regards to it, I feel like then the epiphany that you're coming to this week is that you're just not going to wait for this person anymore. You're just not going to wait for them to get on the same page, because by putting your mindset in that waiting energy, it blocks your dreams and inspirations and the peace that you could be having in your life if you weren't waiting, you know? So I see you shifting that energy if that's the case, right? Sometimes we don't always get that last conversation or closure or whatever, but that doesn't mean we don't get the clarity we need to move forward, right? So, yeah. For those of you who are not in that group, then I just feel like this person is wanting to release judgments that they had about you that maybe they never told you. Maybe this person was like silently judging you from across the couch, or on Facebook or something, I don't know. And you weren't even aware of it. If that, I mean, I just feel like this person, they are trying to stop doing that. Actually, they may have been like following your social media or stalking your social media, and they're trying to get rid of that habit, that bad habit, if that's the case. This is a weird reading. It's like, some of you, this is like your partner, but your partner has trust issues, but they're really trying not to peek. they may be like a really nosy person. But they're trying their best not to cast judgment or not to let you know something, I feel, or um, cover up their tracks is what I'm getting, you know. That was an interesting reading. I did not expect it to go that direction. Um, but here's you standing in your knowing, standing in your truth, ready for a new beginning, you know, so it doesn't much matter what this person is doing over here. But you're not going to wait on them anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to wait for everything to be perfect to move forward. You're not going to wait for anyone. You know, you're going to go towards your inspiration. And if this person is a vibrational match to you, they'll line up with you regardless. Whether they're sitting next to you or you're in separation, doesn't matter. So it could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini are the predominant zodiac signs I see. But it can be any zodiac sign, as usual, because it is a general reading. All right. Virgo. Sorry, I need some water. Virgo. Virgo, King of Cups here. Ten of Wands. All right, so feeling a bit emotionally heavy lately, Virgo, huh? This is a lot of heavy emotion to carry around. Some of you, this is highlighting a relationship or a commitment that may feel like it's weighing on you this week, or there could be challenges, like, or just feeling emotionally challenged or frustrated could be a possibility this upcoming week. Virgo, the energy here though is saying, like, let this make you emotionally stronger. Let this build up your emotional maturity, because the King of Cups is someone who's very, very emotionally intelligent. In the way that not only are they in tune with their emotions, but they can easily pick up and empathize with other people's emotions. And I feel like this is your energy for a lot of you, or that you need to kind of tap into that piece of you this upcoming week. And things will feel a little less burdensome when you're able to do that. For others of you, you could be connecting with another person that has those traits I just talked about, and it may feel a little heavy, right? So let's see. So this says, I can stop attracting don't wants I can stop attracting don't wants by attention to do wants. It says you cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You've got to rid your vibration of things that bother you. And when you rid your vibration of things that bother you, no things that bother you can come in. So if you've been having a lot of emotional challenges, Virgo, this is saying think about it a different way, because you're thinking about it the wrong way. And I just had this conversation with a Virgo recently. And I'm going to spit a little bit of Abraham Hicks here. Every subject is two subjects. Think about it. Every subject is two subjects. So no matter what the subject is, there's always two ways you can look at it. There's always two ends of the stick. There's the positive way you can look at it, and then there's the negative way that you could look at it. Meaning, whatever the subject is, you could find whatever you're looking for within that, and your focus upon which side of the stick you're going on is where your free will comes in at life, because you only ever get what you focus on. So if you focus consistently on the negative end of the subject, you're going to get negative results. If you focus on the positive end of the subject, you get positive results. So some of you, when it comes to like emotional challenges, you're feeling that challenge because you're thinking about it all wrong. You're just thinking about it all wrong. Meaning you could see something as a loss, or you could see something as a wrong, or you could see, something as rejection. But on the other side of that subject is the opposite of that, which is allowing, which is learning about self, which is about being appreciative to have that experience so that you could analyze self and how you want to behave in the future. And then also what you get out of it from being a bigger, better person. So you see, there's always two sides to the stick. Now, I guess I'm going into all of this because some of you are really hyper focused on something that's not serving you, and it's just the way that you're thinking about it. You're thinking of a loss or rejection. But it's not ever about loss and rejection. It's only ever about growth and expansion. So change the way that you're thinking about it. I know that's harder to do, or easier said than done, but it's a practice thought. It gets easier the more you do it. Yeah, because here's that hyper focus on what? A hyper focus on loss, rejection, guilt, worry, negative emotion, one of those or all of those. Yeah, Four of Cups, not wanting to face the truth, not wanting to see what's good. Sometimes it feels more comfortable to sit in our pain. You know that saying, misery loves company, is a saying for a reason. Some people get really happy with being unhappy. It's the truth. You ever met someone who loves to complain, but yet they love to complain? Like they are enjoying the art of complaining. Now, they probably don't realize that they keep creating negative experiences to complain about, because they're essentially telling universe, I like to complain, give me things to complain about. And not even realizing what they're doing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're responsible for where you give your thought, and there are good things here. There are good things here. So you see, go to the 5, to the 4, to the 2. Some of you can't even see that you have a brand new soulmate or connection or partnership coming together for you, or coming to fruition for you, or that there's a source of support here for you that you aren't even looking at. And you're not looking at it because you're too busy looking at the don't wants. You're too busy looking at the hurt. You're so focused there. You haven't saw the other side of the stick. Or this person hasn't, because it can be interchangeable. And then, yeah, the 10 of Wands, feeling that heaviness. Not really wanting to you might have a day or so this week, Virgo, where you just want to feel icky, and you want to feel it, and you just want to sit in it, and you just want to allow yourself to feel it, and that's okay, and that's okay, and that's okay. And if you need that, then that's okay. But when you're done with that, we leave it there, and then the next day bring a new energy in. But it's getting quite heavy, right? It's getting quite heavy. But you can drop this at any point in time. You can drop this burden that you have at any point in time. And how do you do it? You change your thoughts. You change the way you're thinking about it. You know? Because there is something good here with the 2 of Cups. There is an agreement here. There is a person that is being supportive of you, a new connection, or a soulmate in your life that wants and is here to help. But if you don't accept the help, and some of you don't want the help, then that's your choice. But just know it's your choice. So Then we have the Tower, the Knight of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles on the person's side that you're dealing with. So whoever this is that you're dealing with, Virgo, they're trying to make the best of the situation, I think, or, trying to find pleasure here. There's a lot of changes going on within this person, and I feel it's big changes, transitional shifts in the belief of who they are, really. There could be a reconciliation here that you may not even see as a possibility for some of you, but because you don't see it as a possibility, it is not a possibility. You see, because you only get what you believe is possible. So even though, like, it could be like this person is open to reconciliation, and maybe you want that, but you're not vibrationally open to it, so it's not coming through. For others of you, it may come through, but it's not the person you wanted, or it's not the right timing, and you may reject it. But either way, I just feel like this person is, they're looking for more friends in their life. They're looking for things that make them feel funner. Is that a word? Funner? Like cooperative components, right? If you're not being cooperative with this person, then that's, they're not going to be cooperative with you. Point blank, period. But I just feel like this person's going through a lot of changes, and changes within their social circle, as well as maybe even career for some of them. But they're getting very passionate over here about their decision making. And Virgo, just this week, at the beginning of the week, you're in a bit of a funk. Some of you are in a funk. That stinks, but that's okay. Because you're going to push through it, and you're going to use the tools that I gave you to refocus your thoughts, and that's going to help ease the energy. That's going to help lift that heaviness, okay? And so you can recommit to yourself, okay? And bring into you what you want. So you could be dealing with Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius. Libra. So Libra, Knight of Cups energy, it's all about spirituality, okay? Maybe really interested in your more spiritual self, maybe looking into that. Some of you may be intuits or empaths yourself. You could be also dealing with a water sign or have water in your chart. But this is being open and available to new possibilities and new faith in spirituality as well, kind of being more available for love, being a little bit more empathetic this week, being a little more connected to your intuition, a little bit softer, Libra, is what I feel. So this says, by default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. It says, many of the relationships or experiences you've attracted, you would not have deliberately attracted if you had been doing it on purpose. But much of your attraction is not done by deliberate intent, but rather by default. So it's important to understand that wherever your chronic thoughts go is what you bring into fruition for you. So some of you, yeah, sometimes we draw people into our lives and we think like, oh, this is the one, this is it. because why else would I have attracted this person? But maybe you were vibing kind of low during that time frame. Like, always pay attention to where were you at emotionally when you attracted that person into your life, and that'll tell you everything about what you need to know about that connection and yourself, right? So if you're in the dumps, and you attract someone into your life, it's likely because they're in the dumps too, and you can help raise each other's vibration up. But it's kind of difficult to do because a lot of times you bring your baggage into those same relationships because you're in the dumps, and you bring the dumps into the relationship, and the relationship turns out to be the dumps. So that's why you want to pay attention to what emotion you're in, especially when calling in soulmates or when bringing other people into the mix. What emotion are you in during that time frame? Pay attention to that. So I guess you're not getting any cards out. What's the what? Let's see. 10 of Swords. Six of Pentacles. The Emperor. Man, take your time, Libra. Your cards are really taking their time. Libra's like, I'm in no hurry today. Okay, so the Devil, the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Swords. Wow. So Libra, owie. So that's what I was talking about. You could have attracted someone that really hurt you, betrayed you, or was really toxic, and you could have kept this person in your life because because a lot of people assume just because you've attracted someone into your life that they're meant to stay in your life. Well, that's not always the case. Sometimes we vibe at the same vibrational space for a while, and sometimes we outgrow each other. We grow in different directions, and things come to a natural end, and that's fine. But this might have been something that you sat back with, Libra, for a while and thought, why was that relationship in my life? I feel a lot of contemplation around this situation where it's just like, I don't really understand, like, did I deserve that? Or why would I attract a toxic person? Because I'm not a toxic person. And I think a lot of people misunderstand law of attraction, and they take it so literal that they only attract what they are. But it's not quite that literal. Say you attract people. Say you're someone who really loves to be a problem solver. Hmm? That's a good intention, right? But you may inadvertently attract people with a lot of what? Problems. Because you like solving problems. You see? You see? So it's not people think, if I attract a toxic person, that's because I'm toxic. No, 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 no. That means that there's an exchange there. There's something that they have that you want, and something that you have that they want. There's an exchange. Somebody who's constantly looking for pity or compassion will naturally vibrate towards someone who's going to give what? Pity and compassion. You see what I'm saying? So think about it that way, Libra. You may have attracted someone into your life because you like to help them solve problems, or you like to help solve problems, or something to do with that. And the intent was good, but the results were terrible because maybe it ended in a bad way. You got taken advantage of. There might have been, it just didn't feel good the way that it ended, however it ended. But I feel like this week, Libra, it's about getting yourself into this space where you're giving less focus to that and giving more focus to being generous to those who want to be generous in return, which is really key. And getting inspired, okay, to kind of take more control over the circumstance or over your life. There is deception here, though. I mean, control is nothing but an illusion, so don't get too caught up on that idea, but it's like, It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul, energetically speaking here, is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that means. But whatever, I'm gonna move on from it because my brain got stuck there. There's just a sense of, feeling like you can't trust. And somebody might be being deceptive as well, or just not like fully expressing how they're truly feeling. Like there could be frustration or anger here, but it's not really being expressed because it's like, nope, 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 not going to give attention to that. I'm not going to give attention to that. Because maybe you've come to this very spiritual place, Libra, or you're being drawn towards that space in you where you're like, I just got to just be generous with myself, and let things come to a natural close and get inspired, and ignore. So some of you are definitely ignoring some pretty heavy things, but I don't think it's like you're trying to run away from anything. I just think it's like there's no point in giving your attention to things that are done and over and you can't control. You know, control is an illusion. Control is an illusion. That's the message I'm getting. So let's see the person you might be connecting with, Libra. The Tower. The Two of Cups. Wow. There's your card, Justice, and the Page of Wands. So this person over here, Libra, this is a really strong connection. Like I said, some of you felt this was a soulmate, or it is a soulmate. We have lots and lots of soulmates in our life. We do not just have one soulmate. Okay? Y'all need to get that out of your head, because some of you chasing some people that aren't worth chasing, thinking they're your damn soulmate. And yes, they are, but you also have many other better suited soulmates for you. Remember that. An abundant supply, if you will. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. It's a strong connection. This person feels you're their soulmate. They do. You may view them as toxic. They may view you as someone that's divine, so there might be a difference of opinion there. Or you both may feel that way, but for some reason, you view this connection not quite in the most positive way. And they are trying to see the positives, or they do see the positives in you. Because I feel like this person sees you as someone that they feel very connected to, that makes them excited, that's changing them, that gives them cause to change. Oh, that's deep. Like you could inspire this person to change, not by forcing yourself onto them, not by telling them what to do, but by simply focusing on your stuff, and you getting inspired about your own life. Well, this person, they look at you in such a way that your inspiration inspires them, whether they admit it or not. And then that makes them want to change. They say the best way to inspire change in others is to be the change you wish to see in the world. And that's the only thing you got control over anyways. So you might as well put all your focus there. Everything else is irrelevant. But how neat is that, Libra? So let me know how that works out this week. Could be dealing with Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay. Scorpio, look, I'm 10 away from 1,000. Now, last week I hit 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 Last week, Scorpio, I hit 1,000 in my room, which was my new goal during your reading. So I now dub Scorpio as my good luck charm. So if we hit 1,000 a second time during Scorpio's reading, I'm gonna be convinced. So if we do, snap, or one of you, if you could take a picture of it. You guys took pictures of it last week when I got it. Thank you so much. I got all of them. I didn't get a chance to post it yet, but I do plan to post it because I was so... Anyways. So, if I hit it again, let me know. Scorpio. Scorpio. You have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So, endings that aren't ending. Okay, is this in the reverse? And then the Hierophant in the reverse. Okay. So, Scorpio, for some of you, there's a relationship here that should have ended that hasn't ended. Or maybe it ended in the physical, but it's still very present in the thought or the emotion of you or the other person. But since it's showing up in your reading, I assume it is you. But it can be interchangeable. But see here, because the Hierophant talks about relationships and then the 10 of Swords. Okay, so I would see that as an ending in a relationship. But they both came out in the reverse, meaning that there wasn't really an ending. It was like an ending, but not really an ending. You know what I'm saying? So someone's holding on here or not allowing things to close out naturally. Okay. And it's in regards to, for a lot of you, a relationship or a commitment, but it can also be not letting go of a belief, because the Hierophant talks about our belief structures, religion, and law, and disbelief may be an issue, or not letting go of something that you really truly believe is the truth for you, which is totally fine. Your beliefs are yours, and you should honor them, But do keep in mind, Scorpio, that beliefs are really nothing but a practiced thought. Okay? Beliefs are nothing more than a practiced thought. And that's true for every topic and situation you could think of in your life. So if we have that much control, because we control our thoughts, and then could we change a belief by changing the thought? Yes. And could we also change the belief so much so that it bends the law of attraction in our favor? Yes. You are that powerful. So don't forget that, And then this says, others' opinions are less important than my personal guidance system. All right. This says, you do not intend to use the opinion of others to measure against your beliefs, desires, or actions in order to determine the appropriateness of them. Instead, you knew that it was the relationship between the opinion or of the source within you and your current thoughts in any moment. So essentially, this is saying exactly what I just said, which is, some of you are really holding on to a belief because it's your belief and that's what you believe to be true, and that's fine. And someone else's opinion of that should not sway you in the certainty that you have. Okay. And if it is able to sway you, then maybe you do need to look at that. Maybe you need to reevaluate a thought or belief. Ask yourself, does that work out for me? Do I feel good when I think that? Does that make sense to me with the way I've seen life play out? It's important that we constantly reevaluate our belief structures and our ways of living all throughout our life, because we're not stagnant human beings. What might have made sense to our 10-year-old brain and our circumstance at that time might not make any sense with our 30-year-old brain, with the circumstances totally changed. It's when we get stuck that our beliefs cannot change as our soul changes, that we feel tension because it just doesn't feel right. And you'll walk around your life and you'll say, I just don't feel right. How in the hell are all those other people happy and I just don't feel right? Well, you don't feel right because your belief, you might have a belief or thought that no longer suits who you are now. Like you've outgrown it. So stop doing it, thinking it, behaving it, whatever. That could be it. You know, or someone that you're dealing with could be like that. All right. But if, for whatever reason, this is also highlighting like an ending that wasn't an ending. So let's see what that's about. So you have the Hierophant out again, the Page of Swords. Whoa. The Magician, the Six of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Okay. So, Scorpio. Here's that relationship I see for a lot of you, that this is what this is going to be in regards to. But it could be, like I said, a belief system. It's not always about another person. A lot of the time it's not. It's about us. Changing a thought or belief pattern. That's important for some of you. But I just feel like there's something here from the past that you keep an eye on. You know, there could be a relationship from the past that you have not really let go of, or you've not really let your sights off of it, or they you. And there's potential there. That's why there was untapped potential there. Okay. But I feel like Scorpio, it's up to you whether you want to manifest things or not. You know what I'm saying? Some of you, it's like you have all of the tools available to, I guess, pull in another potential or another opportunity, but your ego might get in your way, or the sense of wanting it to come to you as opposed to you go to it may get in your way, you know, because you're hoping to, I feel, manifest some sort of new opportunity, but it's tied to the past, okay? But not necessarily wanting to be the one to take action, okay? But yet still waiting or still watching for some of you, you know, being very skeptical as well. So if you hadn't let go of something or someone, there could be another opportunity this week. But there is um, just watch just watch what you say. Like either you need to watch what you say or this person needs to watch what they say. Something like that. Because it could come off kind of childish. You know, this could be like childish, you know. Somebody could be acting childish. There could be a relationship from the past that you are kind of, okay. I'm hearing disgusted, but that's not going to be for all of you. There could be two relationships, a relationship from the past that you keep an eye on, and yet you're kind of disgusted with this person right now, because that's the word I got. And then there's another opportunity here to manifest something new for some of you, or somewhere else in your life, or another relationship here that you have, that there's a potential with. Okay, so that could be a possibility as well. Let me get this person's cards out. There's that Page of Swords again. Somebody's not paying attention though. Someone's paying a lot of attention and someone's not paying enough attention. You know? Like somebody might not be seeing what the other person is doing behind the scenes, so to speak. Aw, 9 of Cups. I'm not going to keep these. So, Scorpio, I feel like whoever this is that you're connecting with, the Queen of Wands, the Page of Swords in the reverse, you had the Page of Swords as well, the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So I feel like this person over here, Scorpio, they want some excitement. Okay, they're looking for passion. This is also a very independent energy that this person is in. I feel like they don't want to look into it anymore. That's what it is. Somebody, it's not that they're not aware, or there's a lack of focus here on whatever this is. Like not wanting to look into it anymore. Just letting it bygone be bygone, okay? And focusing more on their financial success more than anything, or just things that make them feel abundant, that make them feel satisfied. So this could be the person that you are spying on, Scorpio. If it is, they are totally unaware of your energy. So they may not know. Because their Page of Swords is in the reverse. They're not interested in learning more, possibly. But that could be interchangeable. It could be them watching you. You know if you're watching someone or not, do you not? If it's not you, then it's them. But it's like someone is a really good study of someone, and someone is totally oblivious or not interested in looking into things, okay? Because I feel like this person over here is kind of stuck in the emotional loss, but trying to pull themselves out by ways of focusing on excitement and independence and success, like financial success. So they're shifting the focus. You may not be aware that this person has all of these deep emotions that they're still processing. Like you may not have any clue that that's going on because they show this more happy-go-lucky exterior. That could be a possibility. But I do think you're trying to find out. I think you are trying to find out, you know? Curiosity, possibly, but if you're not, like I said, if you're not trying to find out, they may be trying to find out. But I see it over on your side here, Scorpio, and you're naturally a very inquisitive zodiac sign, okay, and very intuitive zodiac sign. So it's natural for the sign of Scorpio to look into things, because I think there's really nothing that you don't look into, if you're being honest with yourself. So there's nothing wrong with that. Some of you, you're looking into it because you want to actually release this. You may have tried to release it, couldn't release it, came back to it, then tried to release it, couldn't release it, came back to it. And now you're digging into the situation because you're trying to figure out okay, let me try this angle. Let me try this, whatever. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces for some of you. So, did I hit 1,000 again during Scorpio? Again, 2 weeks in a row. What are the odds of that? What's up? Man, Scorpio. Y'all be so good to me. That's awesome. Somebody send me a screenshot of it. What are the odds that our powers combined, okay, would hit 1,000 subscribers at the same exact timing of the zodiac signs? So last week I hit it right at the end of Scorpio, middle of Scorpio, and then this week I hit it again, middle end of Scorpio. That's so cool. Anyways, just tickled. I'm just really tickled about that. Sagittarius, let's go to you. See, they say, there's power in collective thought. Like if I'm hooked up with Source and I think of something positive, I can put my energy towards it. But when collectively we all reach for the same idea at the same time, that's where true power comes in. That's why, a lot of people want to create division in the world because we are so powerful when we are not divided. We are so powerful when we're all connected. Um, so I feel like you guys helped me get there. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Two of Wands in the reverse. So the Two of Wands is about progress. In the reverse, it would insinuate that maybe there's been a little bit of a backward step, as far as it goes to progress. There really is no backwards for momentum in life. There really is. It feels like there is, but there really isn't. We're only ever going forward. So I feel like you may have been making some good headway towards an inspiring thought or action, and then kind of got sidetracked, okay, or may get sidetracked during this week where you feel like, oh man, I went back to square one. Well, you haven't gone back to square one. It's impossible to go back to square one. You know what I'm saying? So that's not even a valid thought. You definitely are making progress. So just pick yourself up, Sagittarius. You can move forward. You've made your mind up. You're not at that space that you were at that you no longer need to be a part of, that emotional space. This says, I can replace false premises with law-based premises. It says, there's been a theme unfolding here of replacing flawed premises with law-based premises, and we would like to leave you with a final one. We all make too much of all of this. It's simpler than we make it out to be. Be easy about it. Be kind to yourself. Do things that feel fun. Look for things that bring you relief. You just easily move into that place where all things that you want have already lined up for you. So, like I said, if you find yourself at a standstill or feeling a bit stuck or feeling like maybe you're lacking some progress here this week, this is saying, don't, it's just not that serious. It's just not that serious. It's just not that serious. From a soul's perspective, it knows that you're an eternal, infinite human being who came here to experience, who came here to fall on your face, but also came here for the joy of picking yourself up and the immense amount of energy you bring with you into this life, and all set with a guidance system in place for you so that your emotions always show you where you're at as far as your progress. How can you be anything but joyful when you really know that, when you really get back into remembering the entirety of who you are? It's just not that serious. So when things feel really serious this week or during this time frame, just remind yourself, it's like watching a play. That's as serious as you should take life. Life is a stage and we are all but the actors. Just remind yourself, like, just find the humor in it, even if it's not humor. Find a different feeling thought, and just don't get so serious with yourself. I don't know how many times I could say that. Don't get so serious with yourself. Lighten up. You ever met somebody that's like really serious all the time? Those people don't tend to have like people pandering to be their friend. And I'm not saying don't be serious, because there's times in life where we do need to be logical. Actually, I don't ever think there's a time where you need to be serious, because if you're in the energy of serious, you're taking things way too deeply. Okay, it's just not that big of a deal. But I'm saying life is so much funner when you can loosen up a bit. Yeah? Nobody wants to go with serious Larry to vacation in the tropics. You know what I'm saying? Like they want fun time Fanny, right? When you're in more joy, when you're in more joy, Sagittarius, people will flock to you. They'll want to be in your space. They'll want to be in your space. People don't get that. Well, how come I don't have any friends? How come nobody calls me? Well, what kind of energy do you give off? Do you give energy that's inviting, or do you give energy that's defensive? You know, when you're in a joyous space, people can't help but to be attracted to you. Yeah? So, I know there's a lot of serious stuff going on in the world, and somebody will definitely take what I'm saying and they'll twist it and they'll say, "Wow, Dana's really unempathetic. How could they tell me not to take a death seriously?" Well, I experienced a family death in my family a week ago, and I can tell you, I can still find reasons to find joy to celebrate that person's life despite the fact of the loss. So, yeah, that applies to every situation. So if I can apply it to that situation, guys, we can all find appreciation in all things. And that's going to help pull you out of this, Sagittarius, because I feel like some of you are in a really serious funk, and you don't really need to be. It's just the way that you're thinking about it, right? Because I can see here with the Magician that you have all the tools necessary to feel successful here, but you're a bit guarded. You know, it's this inside voice, Sagittarius, where you're skeptical of your own achievements. You hear me? That means like you're achieving a lot here. Okay? You're having success. And then here you are sitting there looking at your success and being like, "Ooh, did I really even deserve that?" You know, or I bet that won't happen again. You know, like you immediately let like a negative thought sink in as opposed to just feeling the success. Feeling that you're on top of things. You're on top of things. You're on top of things. You are on top of things. You have everything that you need. It's right here. And self-sufficiency is here as well. But you have trouble either judging yourself internally or even being skeptical about your own uh, successes, you know. Take a compliment. If you're doing well, appreciate yourself for that and just keep your focus there. So I do see you manifesting some sort of completion here or success. Let's see what this person's cards are. So this person's energy is the Five of Wands. And, you know, if this isn't you that's being hard on yourself, it certainly could be this person, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, that's questioning you. Like they may see you doing successful and you might have someone here that's like, I don't know. I don't want to say judging you, but I do kind of feel like they're judging you, or they're creating this energy of doubt. It's really self-doubt, but if you let it permeate you, then you could become doubtful as well. Yeah. So this person's energy, Five of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, the Magician. It's funny, you both have the Magician, so you both have everything that you need. Except this person is feeling some sort of way. You know, they might have some inner struggles going on, and I think they're having a lot of difficulty focusing. A lot of difficulty focusing. Like they may constantly tell themselves, Sagittarius, I need to work on myself, I need to work on myself, but then spend all day on the couch, you know, or like I need to work on this, but then the project never gets done. Like this person has so many different competing thoughts that actually never get any of them put into action, or at least this week. Like there's a lack of motivation here, and really that's what it's boiling down to, is like a lack of motivation, or just seeing the struggle as opposed to seeing the success. And so they keep manifesting more of this struggle or more of this lack of dedication because they're kind of stuck in a rut themselves, or this could be the person that's stuck in the rut and you're the one, and they're skeptical about you because you're having some sort of success here. So it could be both of you in a rut, it could be one or other. But I feel like this person, they're really out of focus. They really are. And therefore their environment might be very unorganized during this time frame. It's because their thoughts are unorganized, you know? They're trying to make things happen, but they're not focused enough to be able to do that. So they just keep creating more chaos, you see? So, yeah. You could be dealing with Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo are the primary zodiac signs I have out. She says, you are not allowed to excuse abuse. You are not allowed to excuse abuse. What does that mean? I didn't excuse abuse at all. No, if you're in an abusive situation, get out. Period. Do you need tarot to tell you that? No. Okay. Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn. Okay, so 10 of Wands is out for you, Capricorn. This reminds you of Virgo's energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo. But this is feeling challenged, you know, feeling like you have a lot on your plate possibly this week, feeling that you have a lot of different priorities that you need to take care of, feeling like things just are work. It's just everything. Why is everything so hard? You know, that type of energy. That could be something that you're coming out of, or you might get sucked into that this week. We shall see. Says, I can focus on what I do want in a relationship. Okay, hold on. You had one more fly way over here. Hold on. Okay. And then it says, I can get from an unwanted to a wanted relationship. So Capricorn, by focusing on what you want, you can get from the unwanted to the wanted. Okay, I would say you're having a bit difficulty doing that because there's some struggles here, all right? There's something that feels maybe heavy to you that's going on. Like I said, a lot of different areas of life that you feel maybe you don't have control over, but it stresses you out and it's weighing on you, and you're likely, you know, taking on more than you need to be quite honest with you. I feel like this is an energy of, you know, letting yourself get overwhelmed with a bunch of things you have to do, but none of them you can do right now. So why are you stressing about something you can't even impact at the moment? We do this all the time. We start like letting our mind race, like, oh my gosh, Tuesday I have an appointment. On Wednesday I have to do this. I have to get my oil changed. I need to make sure I call that person back. I got to make sure I hit this deadline, you know, and we get like all these different thoughts in our head and it starts getting overwhelming. And it's the reason it feels overwhelming is because there's no possible way you could do all of those things today. And so you're confusing your energy, and if you just said, okay, on Tuesday, I'll handle that dentist appointment on Tuesday when I get there on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, when I'm supposed to do that, I'll handle that on Wednesday when I have Wednesday's energy. No reason for me to worry about it now. And when I get to that, then I'll worry about that then. You just have to reframe the way that you are going about it, Capricorn, because I feel a sense of like overwhelming thought where you think that you have to do all of these things and be all of this for everyone or take on more than you want to do. You may feel like obligated to that I have to do these things, but you don't have to do anything. You get to do things. You get to. It's a pleasure to be able to do things, and you just do them. You just do them when you have the energy to do them, and you don't worry about them when you don't. That's how it works. Okay. So, Page of Cups here, Capricorn. The Empress, the Lovers, in the World. So, Capricorn. This looks actually really nice. It's so interesting. Like, get out of your own thoughts. Get out of your own way. Because honestly, there's a new connection here or a new opportunity here, possibly a friendship. But there's something new to be excited about, okay, Capricorn? And being that you're showing up in the Empress energy, it's like things are flowing to you naturally. You don't need to overthink this. You just be in the moment and let the moment come to you. And as it comes to you, you deal with it in that moment. And that's it. And don't think about it any other way. So I see a lot of you are putting yourself into that frame of mind, into that energy, and things are flowing to you this week. It's actually very nice energy to have. Okay, so you might be wrapping up some things that you need to wrap up. Yes, I do see you have some obligation type of energy here. But at the end of the day, you can sit comfortable with your decisions, can't you? And you do have enough energy. You will find that wherever you need it. Okay, so for others of you, there is also a very strong connection here. Could be if you believe in twin flame connection, but there's just a choice that you need to be. I don't want to say a choice you need to make. There's no choice that needs to be made. You just need to sit back and relax. And I know that sounds difficult to some of you, but this is coming in for you. You don't really need to go towards it. There's a decision that someone is arriving to, or you are arriving to, but it's just like something that'll just come to you. You don't really have to dwell or think about it too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sorry, I got like really chill in your reading just then. So almost want to go to sleep. You could feel very chill. I don't know. It's weird. So let's see, person you're connecting to. Four of Cups. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Pentacles in the upright. So Capricorn, I feel like whoever you're connecting with here, they're not interested in, it's so weird. It's like they're not interested in working things out or cooperating, but at the same time, they want you to give to them what they are not willing to give to you. That's what I feel. I feel it's very one-sided. Sorry. Sorry if you're the cross watcher. But that's my immediate thought was this person, maybe they think that they're more deserving than you. Maybe they feel like you owe them something. But I feel like this person's like, I'm not giving you nothing, but you can give me everything, you know? Or they take more than they give, or they don't want to work for it. They just want it to be handed to them. That could be the energy. A bit of laziness here for some of them. For others, it's just like they're no longer attached to the idea of working on things, but at the same time, they're expecting some sort of miraculous change in the situation, or for things to come to fruition anyways. But they're not paying enough attention to their emotions, Capricorn. They're ignoring something that their emotions consistently try to show to them. And I think what it is that, hey, listen, you're only ever going to get what you give. So you might get away with it sometimes where you get a little bit more than you gave, but karmically speaking, it'll always be rebalanced, so you're going to come up short in one other way of your life, and in some other way, because I got the word come up short. um, maybe they don't understand that. I don't know. It's like they have something really beautiful here and they're not looking at it because they're looking elsewhere. They could be looking at you. They could be ignoring good things going on in their life and wanting you to just come in and give them everything that they need, as opposed to them giving it to themselves. It's unequal. It's inequality. So that's an interesting reading. Now, Capricorn, I did your mid-August reading, but I have not posted it yet. But it will be posted today. So definitely check that reading out. I can't remember what it was about, but this sounds similar, so that might give you some more insight. Okay. So could be dealing with Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius. Yep. Okie dokie. Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, Six of Swords. Talks about resolution. All right, so you may be getting some sort of resolution this upcoming week. If there's been like an outstanding issue or something you needed a closure on, that could also be possible. But I also feel like this energy is very resolute, meaning Aquarius, whatever you have set your intention or mind on, I do feel that you're resolute in that. And as part of being a fixed sign, it's hard to budge in Aquarius's point of view once they have their mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to budge any fixed element's point of view when they have their mindset. So you could be very resolute in a thought or belief, and for some reason that's being looked at this week. So let's see, Aries. Oh my goodness, Aquarius. It says our varied behavior adds to the planet's well-being. It says, when you remember that nothing can come into your experience without your vibrational invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behavior of others add to the balance and the well-being of your planet, even if they offer behavior that you do not approve of, and that you do not have to participate in that unwanted behavior and will not unless you give your attention to it, you become more willing to allow others to live as they choose. So this is saying basically live and let live. You know what I'm saying, Aquarius? Let other people live their lives the way they want to. Let other people think the way that they want to think. Let them think about you what they want to think. It does not matter much. You know, if you know who you are, if you're resolute in who you are, Aquarius, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And this is saying even take it a step further. Not only don't care what other people think, but honor the fact that they have the right to think any way that they want to think. And show gratitude for that ability to have free will, because you also have that free will. You see? So, see where this is going. Aquarius. Four of Cups. Actually, it came out like this. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Woo. Knight of Swords. Uh-oh. The Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh. Some of you are stuck in a rock in a hard place. Some of you are stuck between two people, you know, or just two different situations or two different energies that are calling your name. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this depiction. Look at all of this coming at this person. I feel like this is you, Aquarius. It's just like everyone's coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Or like there's a lot coming at you at once. Both sides. You know? So I feel like Aquarius, your response is going to be to emotionally detach, because I feel like that's really the only thing you can do to keep your peace. There might be someone here that wants to offer you something and you're not interested. You know, you're just not interested. And then, you know, because of someone's disinterest, that could make someone else very, very angry. You know, but there is a sense of rejection here. I just feel like someone's trying to offer you a thought, maybe, or someone's trying to offer you some sort of opportunity here, and you're like, no, I'm good on that. I know who I am. I know what I want. I'm good on that. And then at the same time, someone's trying to offer you, you know, or coming at you with their opinion of you, is what I feel. And you're also ignoring them, and you're like, yeah, no, I'm good. I know who I am and I know where I stand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's coming at you from both sides. I feel like that this is positive. So whatever's being offered to you, it's actually something that it would be positive for you, but for whatever reason, you're just not interested in it. And I think it's because you have a lot of things going on elsewhere this week, possibly. So maybe you'll come back to it, or maybe you'll see it for what it is later, but I don't feel you're really seeing the potential this week. And it's because there's like someone in your ear or something else going on over here where it's just like fast communication, quick communication. You might be getting a lot of people this week, Aquarius, trying to get in your ear, trying to get your attention. You might be getting calls and texts and emails and, you know, stuff like that. Or it could just be one person that's really got something to say, you know what I'm saying? And you don't even see it coming, I feel. And it could stress you out, you know? I think that someone over here is offended. They're you might have offended somebody, Aquarius, and didn't even know that you did it. But it's just like it could get in your head. You know what I'm saying? If you allow it to. But let's go back to the overall message here, Aquarius. Nothing can come into your experience unless you vibrationally allow it. Meaning, this can come at you this way. This person can come at you. They can say what they want. But if you're unbothered, you're unbothered. You are touchable. Now, I talked about this in the mid-Aquarius reading because I felt like for a lot of Aquarian people, I say we because I'm an Aquarius too, we are being pulled to go to a space of neutrality, meaning there might be a lot of people trying to get a reaction out of Aquarius during these next few weeks. And your best advice, Aquarius, was to get neutral about it, meaning whether it's good or bad just doesn't really matter. Just don't let it touch you. And Aquarians are so good at this that actually people sometimes hate you for it. They call you selfish for it. They say you are detached and you're cold for it. But honestly, it's a protection mechanism that very few people can do. You can totally remove emotion from it altogether and just be unbothered. And that bothers people. It definitely bothers this person, whoever that is. See, because you have someone here that's been watching. All right, or you got someone here that's been paying attention, Aquarius, and they see you're not paying attention. That could have them stressed out and they're getting ready to say something or do something, or you are, because it could be interchangeable. So let's definitely see the cards of the person you're connecting to. Aquarius, person you're connecting to. So 6 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, oh, I get it. Oh, Aquarius, you're not going to fall for this. You're not going to fall for this. Somebody's trying to play head games with you. Yeah, you see, they take pleasure in it too. They want to get you in your head. They want to get you thinking about them. Huh? Yeah? Look at this person taking pleasure and looking at this other person's struggle here. So I feel like Aquarius, this is really interesting because someone enjoys seeing you suffer. You know, that sounds really cruel. And it may not be that dark. And you know if the person you're connecting to has that capability or not. It may be a little bit lighter in that they kind of like to keep you guessing. They like for you to think about them. They want you to think about them. They get enjoyment out of it. Even if that means like making you paranoid, even if it means getting into your head in a fearful way, it doesn't really matter how they get into your head. They just want to be in your head. They want to be in your head. They want that. That could be the only way that they have to have a connection with you. You may have ignored this person or blocked this person, Aquarius, to maintain your peace. You may have detached from this person. That really pissed them off. They really didn't like that. They felt that that was very selfish, as I stated earlier. You know, but what they didn't know, Aquarius, is you actually had a lot of long, sleepless nights over this. You've done a lot of dwelling on this. They may not know that. They may just think like, oh, you're done, you're resolute, and they see this detachment here, and that pisses them off because they want to see the pain. They want to see the reaction. You know what I'm saying? They like that. They want to know they can affect you. That's what it is. They want to know that they can impact you by either getting in your head or getting in your emotions. You know, some people get thrills off of that. Just go on the internet. Go on the internet for a second. Go into a chat room or in the comments section. See how many people are there. And why are they there? They're there just for the comments. Ooh, they're there just to throw that negativity around. Ooh, to judge someone else. Feels so good. We're so self-righteous, aren't we? We all know someone like that. They just love it. And karmically speaking, of course, that's always returned to them. But we all know people like that. You know, they like to see people struggle. Yeah? So this person is And keep in mind this can be vice versa, guys. All right, I don't know why the Aquarian cross watchers are the loudest, but it can be either or. I just feel a sense of like someone here is wanting to protect themselves and protect their peace of mind, and be comfortable with where they're at. It could be that this person kind of gets in their own head. It's like they're comfortable and they have things coming to them. They want equal exchange, but then they get in their own head, start thinking about the worst, fearing the worst, and then they end up doing nothing. It could be that as well. But I get a sense that there's somebody very not happy with you, and you're going to know about it. I'm telling you, you're going to find out about it. Some of you have already found out about it. Some shocking shit has been coming out lately, both on, people I know, people on TV. I'm telling you, Aquarius. So if this person's been upset with you or waiting in the wings or at a distance from you, you will hear something. Or you'll figure it out this week, So you could be dealing with Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces or Scorpio. Aries, Leo, Sag. Look, I hit 1,000 again in Aquarius. I was at 1,000, then I dipped down. I'm back to 1,000. All right. That's cool. Pisces. Pisces. All right. Whew. Pisces. Gosh, I said I was going to be quick and I'm still at 2 hours and a half. So that means this video won't upload. The chat won't be available till like Thursday because the video's too long. I wish YouTube would fix that. Pisces. Also, I can't help that they put 1 million ads on my videos. And they made it so that it automatically sets that. And so the only way to get it back is to manually go into every single video that uploads and change it, which is a pain in the butt. But at the same time, I have never, ever wanted mid-roll ads. I've never wanted ads all throughout my video. It annoys me when I watch other YouTubers and there's a freaking ad every 5 seconds and I'm trying to hear the message and all I hear is ads. That makes me angry. That YouTube took it out of my hands and they just assumed that I am greedy and that I wanted more ads and more monetization, and I don't. I just want one ad at the beginning that you can skip over. Like I was so upset with that change that YouTube just did. So I want you guys to know that I do try to go in and manually switch them back to not having ads, but it's getting more exhausting because it keeps resetting them. So nothing I can do about it. Anyways, I want you guys to know I agree with you. The ads suck and I don't like them on there either. They do help my channel. Obviously, it's monetized. So I'm grateful for advertisers, but I don't want one every 5 seconds in my video. All right, Pisces, you have the 5 of Pentacles out here. And then it says, I must focus on wanted to manifest wanted. So I would say you've been a little bit off kilter here, Pisces, okay? A little bit. So I feel like you might have been isolating yourself or wanting to be more in isolation recently so that you can get your mind right is what I feel. so that you could start thinking about what it is that you wanted. On an emotional level, you could have felt depleted or just, like, yeah, that's the word I got, depleted. But I do feel that you are coming out of that energy and starting to focus on the things that you like about yourself, on the things that you like about your life, the things that you want to see more of. And let's apply this to our physical body, okay, Pisces, because I feel drawn to talk about this for whatever reason. If you focus on the aspects of your body that you hate and that's all you give focus to, you're essentially hating yourself because you're not going to change your body by making yourself feel bad about it. I hate to break it to you. But also you're giving that negative energy back into yourself. So how many of us, especially women, do we look in the mirror and we start picking and like holding our fat and and it creates a body dysmorphia image that a lot of women walk around with, feeling like you're not hot enough, like you're not good enough, your butt's not in the right place, your boobs need to be lifted. You're perfect the way you are. You're perfect the way you are. Instead, Pisces, start putting focus on the things you like about your body. I started doing this exercise myself like 2 weeks ago because I also am really bad about just never feeling enough or never thinking I look a certain way, whatever. So I started focusing on the parts of my body that I like. I like my legs. I like that my legs always feel good. I like my shoulders. So I want you to start putting hyper focus on the things you love about being you, that only you have. Maybe a certain color eye, maybe your eyebrows are perfect, maybe you have great hair, maybe you got nice freckles, maybe you got a nice butt. Put your focus there. And when you start to do that, you'll notice that you naturally lose weight. You'll notice that you glow. Then people will say, did you do something different? You look different. And what it is that's different is that you're only focused on the positive aspects of your body. And therefore, it can't not continue to get better. You see? So that's kind of like a long-winded way to give you the message. That message is for you. But you can take that same principle and you can apply it to relationships. You can apply it to money. You can apply it to any topic of your life. As long as you focus on the positive aspects, then the positive aspects have to come to you. That has to. That's how it works. So if you got a house, focus on the things you like about your house. If you got a job, focus on the things you like about your job. If you got a partner, you focus on the things you like about that partner. Yeah? So I think some of you needed to hear that because you've been kind of in a rut. That's what I felt. I felt exhaustion. Thinking too much. But not thinking about the good things. You're thinking too much about the negative things, But like I said, I see progression and movement forward here. Okay, so the Chariot is here. So I feel like Pisces, yeah, this deeply thinking about where you want to plant your seeds and where you want to move forward, and getting a new perspective about life this week, absolutely, and a new perspective of self. If things have been feeling really slow, just slow to progress or slow to move forward, it's going to speed up quite a bit, especially at the end of the week with the Chariot here. So it's going from like, okay, slow and easy does it to full steam ahead this week, I feel, Pisces. And it's after you get some sort of enlightenment or you get some information you needed or you just feel freed from your own negative thoughts. Can you imagine a world where you never think a bad thought about yourself? Could you imagine how happy you would be if you never thought a bad thought about yourself? You'd walk around thinking you were, a god. Source. As your source sees you, as God sees you. Imagine the possibilities if we were all in tune with the best pieces of ourselves and we didn't give attention to the negative. Yeah. So I feel like this is kind of a self journey here, that you're going on here, Pisces. I don't see other people involved in this, but it could involve other people. But let's see who you're dealing with. King of Swords. Page of Cups. Ten of Wands. Well, there is Three of Swords. For some reason I knew the Three of Swords was going to be here. So whoever it is you're dealing with this week, Pisces, they want to call the shots. You know what I'm saying? They may want to offer you an olive branch or an apology, or maybe you do, but they're open a little bit. They're a bit cold. They're a bit harsh. This person looks not too happy at the moment, a bit heavy. They might be feeling a lot of heavy emotions, and they're trying to fix, you know, a wound with a band-aid possibly. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this. Like, I don't think this little cup here is gonna fix this, you know? You know what I'm saying? So I think this person's hurt. They're very hurt. That could be from you, because of you, connected to you, or not. Could just have other painful things happening in their energy. But it's like they're trying to find the courage to still offer hope, or still stay somewhat available for the connection, but they also aren't going to take any shit, you know? So it's like this person's frustrated, I feel, with the King of Swords here, you know, not really the most warm and fuzzy, but at the same time, they want some sort of emotional opening, but they're not emotionally open because it's just too heavy. It's just so heavy, you know, whatever they have going on here. That's why I felt like this was, even if you're in a committed relationship, Pisces, that this was a self-love week for you, because this person, they've got a lot things that they need to unload. Oh, and you don't want them unloading on you, you know. They may, but I feel like you're isolating yourself. Maybe you fear that. Maybe you're purposely kind of keeping a distance here for some of you, or they are. Like that. So you could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, another Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Pisces, your reading will also be up this week. Or today, not this week, today. I would have gotten them up yesterday. I just had a lot going on yesterday, so I didn't get a chance. But I actually did your reading, Pisces, 2 days ago, so I need to get it up today. I need to put it, it'll be up today. I did want to show you guys a painting that one of my moderators gave me, because I forgot to show it in my last live, but it's so pretty I wanted to share it with you guys. And yes, if you like my kimono, hold on, let me move this. If you like my kimono, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online shop. So let me show that to you guys real quick. Real quick, sees. Here's the kimono. I paired it with shorts, but I guess you could wear it with anything. Yoga pants. Cute, huh? So you can get this from my sister's online shop. Oh, you can't see this. Which is linked below. This is also a necklace from her shop. Goes nicely with it. So check that out. And then let me show you guys my painting here. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? I have it hanging up in my living room, just in case you didn't know. Carmen got it for me, one of my moderators. She's so awesome. She's so awesome. She always gives me nice things. I love when you guys send me stuff. I really appreciate all of it. I enjoy all of it. I keep everything. I keep everything that you guys send me. I do need to set up a PO box, so I stopped giving my address out to people. But but Carmen, I trust. That's my girl. That's my friend. So she's got my personal address. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for subscribing. The page continues to grow. Thank you for sharing and liking and joining me today. Be patient. The live chat will be posted probably Thursday to go along with the video. But yeah, enjoy. Till next time, my friends. Namaste.